Hello. Hi. I'm trying to coordinate myself here, and it's not going well. Give me a second. I I lost track of time. So here's what happened, guys. Welcome to Mississippi, by the way. Sid here. Mike will be toddling out here shortly. There's a wasp that keeps circling me. Right now it's currently on the light. So this is just for protection. If it gets too close, I might have to. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, I think it'll leave me alone. There's also a couple little skeeters that are floating around, and I did not light my candle. I did spray myself earlier because I did go out in the pasture with Mike. But, that's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I'm trying to get where I can pull my comments up on here, and for some reason, I'm finding that extremely challenging because I think I'm still there. I am. There it is. I found it. Okay. Now I just got to turn my volume down, and I'll be able to figure this out. There we go. Now I got my comments. See? I'm good. So, what's going on? Let's see. Who's here? Mary Jameson. Good evening. Good evening. Thunderstick Homestead. Hello. Welcome. Robert Richards. Hey, Triple Sippy. I love it. That's cute. How you like that cold front moving in? It's actually been super nice. I am loving fall. I am not mad at fall at all. The colors are beautiful. It's funny because I've never been that into fall before. But out here, there's a vibe. I dig it. And it actually gave me a good idea I wasn't sure what I was going to do in the living room. And I think I may have decided on a color scheme now and what I'm going to paint and where. So it was like this epiphany I got like 10 minutes ago. But we were running behind. So I'm making a dip for Sunday lunch, and I thought, I have all the ingredients except for one. I'll just run up to Dollar General. They'll have it. Well, they didn't, but we found everything else. Totally lost track of time. Get back in the truck, and I'm like, oh, the live starts in 20 minutes. We got to get home. Like, I had no idea. I don't even know what time it was when we left, but we hadn't gone into the Dollar General since we've been here, so we were kind of exploring, and we found all the things. So we were looking at every aisle, and they didn't have the one thing I needed. I was looking for sour cream. So that didn't happen. But that's okay. It's fine. I'll figure it out. So, and for some reason, now I still got an ad playing. But there we go. Okay. So, yeah, it's all good. Just rambling as always. Randall Grunland, hello. What is happening? John Wiggs, happy friggin' Friday. I love it. Mama Murphy, hello, Sid, alone again tonight. I know. I'm a very lonely lady today. I actually did spend some time with him. We popped out. We had taken the quad that Barry, the previous owner, left here for us. Just quit working. Just wouldn't turn over. Wouldn't nothing. So we took it up to a mechanic down the road, and it's all here he is. It's he's all there he is. He's all spiffy, got his tea, he's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
And I got a bite on my foot that was bugging me earlier. Now it's bugging me again. Anywho, so we went over there to pick it up, and then he rode it home, and I rode behind him.
Road's good now.
Yeah, he rode the quad home, and then he's like, I'm gonna run out to the back of the pasture and check on the deer plot. And I said, well, give me a second to put my stuff down. I'll go with
plot.
You. What?
It's not a deer plot yet. It wants to be someday.
The area that he's trying to create into a deer plot that's struggle busing. Yeah, that's struggle busing. So anyway, so we rode around the pasture and went down there on the quad, and he tried to throw me off the back of it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't try that hard.
He tried a little bit.
I didn't try that hard.
But Randall Grunland, $10 super chat.
Randall.
Good luck. Thank you. We appreciate the good luck. That'll help.
Probably won't see Tim in here tonight.
No, he's there. Ridge Life. Yeah. He said,
just
text Mike a pic from my tree stand with deer under me.
Oh, so you're not in your tree stand right now. I thought that you were sending me a pic from the tree stand.
I can only read as the phone is on silent in the tree stand. There he is.
Oh, and by the way, okay, so
I'll type to him.
So type to him. So he won't hear me say this then because he can only read. But the picture he sent me of a deer underneath his tree stand had spots on it. So I'm hoping he didn't shoot that one. He didn't though. He just took a picture of it and then a picture of himself.
There we go. Dewan Applegate. Hello. Hello, Sid and Mike. How are you feeling? Still watching from Salem, Oregon. Thank you. He's feeling much better. Thank you.
Yeah. I was feeling better yesterday, actually.
Yeah. He just, I don't know. He was just kind of meh.
Now I'm just busy.
A minute. Now he's
but you know
busy.
what? I do have some congestion, which is interesting.
I've had it a little bit too. It's the shift in the weather. It's still not nearly as bad as what I would have gotten in California. It's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it's not even bad. It was just like, it's really just when I first get up in the morning, kind of, and then it's fine.
But I am loving the weather right now.
We are all, I think everybody's loving the weather right now. It is nice. And there's different birds out. It's like, I'm really enjoying watching what the cycle of things are right now.
You're trying to kill this, aren't you?
No, I've been watering it.
Have you?
Yes,
Okay, hold on.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. She just watered it this evening for me because I watered it yesterday. Day before yesterday, my bad. Thank you. Anywho, he's determined to.
It's definitely going to die.
I'm not going to kill. I'm good.
Oh, no, it's definitely going to die.
It's not going to die. It was like that when I got it.
No,
I'm
it
bring it back to
wasn't.
life. It's fine. Stop it.
Oh, that's funny.
Tim says, yep, but still fun to watch them 10 yards.
Oh, no, it was close.
Yeah.
I mean, that picture you sent me, if that was with his cell phone camera, it was close.
Yeah, who knows? Brad Hugo says allergies are running rampant right now. Yeah, I've heard that. I guess, all the leaves dropping and there's a whole bunch of different.
There's a different, like fall flowers that are starting to bloom in the pasture.
There's a bunch of fall flowers. There's a bunch of different bugs that I'm noticing. A lot of the summer bugs are gone. There's different bugs now. And then there's different birds that I'm seeing come through. I don't know if they're on their way to somewhere else or if this is where they overwinter. I have no idea, but they're here and they're beautiful. They're like these blue and white and black tipped wings. They almost look like if a cardinal and a blue jay had a baby. I don't know. They're really pretty. I haven't gotten close enough to be able to really get a good enough look at them to like describe them any better than that, but And the woodpeckers I haven't seen in a while. There's woodpeckers when we first moved here.
I haven't heard them either.
I haven't heard them, haven't seen them. They love that one tree back there. So, Ridge Life says, thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Yep. Randall says that he picked up his new Tikka 270.
Tikka.
Or Tikka. Tikka 270.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I thought you would know because it sounded manly.
It does sound manly.
I don't know.
I didn't pick it up. They delivered my new LX 2610 Kubota.
Yes, Mike is in charge of the garden, John Williams. That is correct. I don't.
There is no garden right now.
There's nothing right now.
However, I just had a
So far, all you've done is purposely kill plants, if you think about it.
This is true. This is true.
Crap gardener.
But I just had a text message with someone local that has a bunch of garlic cloves for seed. And you don't know this yet. And I know you have plans for after church tomorrow for Sunday lunch over there.
Were you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh.
But somehow we have to mix in between church and lunch.
That's on Sunday, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime between church and lunch, Sunday, we have to meet this guy to get the garlic.
That's fine. I know, right? It's literally that church is like half a block from our church. We can meet him there right after church.
Okay. I'll text him and say, let's just meet.
Like we can just
in
meet
town
them at
after
First
church.
Baptist.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
We'll figure it out.
It's fine. It's
We'll
fine.
figure it out.
Dano says, is Chickasaw low on tractors again? Heard some guy was buying them all. There's a tractor shortage due to this.
3 Mississippi, 1, 2, 3 tractors.
So,
3 tractors. How many tractors do you need? I don't know how many you need, but I know how many I got. Here's the thing about it, y'all.
Here we go. He's gonna mansplain it out.
How many of y'all have a tractor with a 3-point hitch and attachments for that 3-point hitch? biggest pain.
Okay, it must be a gun they're talking about because he says you can shoot the pimple off of a fly's butt at 100 yards.
Oh, okay. Well, a 270 is a caliber of rifle, so that just must be a brand that I'm not familiar with.
There you go.
Yeah, 270 wants to be a 30 caliber. It falls into the 30 caliber classification. Yeah, I don't own one. A lot of people do. I'm pretty sure Ridge Life has a 270.
Mhm.
Tim, we talked about that.
200
Like
yards within a penny.
That's pretty good.
Green Tractor Girl is asking about my earrings because I saw them in a video the other day. So, I know which ear you're talking about. I'm guessing. So that ear, they're all individual piercings that I just accumulated over time, starting at like age 13. And my dad used to call me my shrapnel, is what he called it.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
Sorry, you were talking about the tractor.
I have no idea what I was talking about.
You never do.
You finally did it to me.
That's good. See, payback.
I was mid-thought. I was talking about something
You
that I
seemed
felt
you
like
were done.
at the time was important.
You seem like you were done. We're gonna go get garlic cloves from.
I'm gonna go back and
from
watch
Bart.
it. No, I was talking about how
And
many
then you were talking
tractors
about
do you
the
need. I
tractors.
was talking about 3-point hit attachments
Yeah.
and implements.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: the hardest challenge about the whole situation, no matter what you're
The
doing,
hamster's back on the wheel, folks.
is hooking it up or unhooking it to the 3-point hitch, right?
Yeah, okay.
So if you have 3 tractors,
That's the less you have to.
you can
hook
have
stuff
3
up.
things hooked up, and you just say, "Oh, I'm going to bush hog today. I'm going to drive that tractor. Oh, I'm going to rotor till today. I'm going to drive that tractor.
Outdoor
Oh.
Original says I have six tractors and just about every attachment possible.
I'm going to box blade today. I'm going to drive that tractor." Right? And then one of those tractors has a bucket on the front, and the bucket's easy to change out. So you switch from the bucket to the grapple, no big deal.
John said Mike had a Sid moment. Squirrel.
I know, right? Oh,
I know.
usually it's me derailing her.
I know. Well, every once in a while, it's just one of those things. Let's see. So many trees. West Texas has none of that. Yes, you're right, Sam. West Texas is basically a desert, which is a lot like Southern California, only probably just more freedom. Freedom intensifies.
Yeah,
Because we're a
West
little
Texas
further
was
east.
not on my radar when
No.
we were looking.
No, that was not because we
East
were
Texas was.
we were looking at
We
some
looked
places in East Texas. There was one,
Marshall,
Yeah.
Taylor area,
yeah, but
all the way down to about as far south as what's that big lake that's on the Texas Louisiana line?
Hello,
right down
Josh
there.
Ward. And I
can't
know
remember.
Anthony Honnell said hi a second ago, and I missed that too. Sorry. Hello. East Texas is definitely nice. Sam
Yeah.
says, yeah. It's. I think obviously one of the things when moving was something that wasn't a desert, something that wasn't a mountain, because that's where we was in the
high desert.
high desert, and we were like, we want the opposite of that.
I've
Right.
discovered
I mean-
that October is it seems to be the driest month here.
Everybody says that this is also a little unusual that we've gone this long without rain. That this whole season was a little wacky. But we'll see.
Because I need some rain to be able to plant my deer plots. I'm gonna hopefully
Auntie Ann,
have them
hello.
ready by end of this weekend. Have the plots ready to plant. I could have had them ready earlier, but there was no rain in the forecast. Now they're saying like maybe 40% chance on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a 50% chance, it's probably not really going to happen. But as Thursday gets closer, maybe it'll bump up.
Well, you never know. Yeah, the real star of the show is here now. That Auntie Ann is here.
There we go.
There we go.
But if I have them ready to plant by end of day on Sunday, then all I have to do is when I see that black cloud coming over, just run out and just broadcast seeds and let it rain.
Yeah, see, Sam is saying that Texas land is super expensive right now for sure, except deep southwest Texas. Decent stuff in Brewster County, but it's still West Texas. And that was one of the things we were looking at, even just when we were looking in East Texas, was all of California had already moved to Texas, and
Right.
the prices were stupid, and we weren't finding anywhere near what we wanted to make it worth it to even leave.
Right.
So we were just like, Texas kind of eliminated itself. And now,
No, California eliminated Texas.
well, yes.
People from Cal. So what happened was, and this is unfortunate because, if people from the West had migrated to Texas, and paid fair market price for properties, it would have been fine. But what happened was people in the West sold their homes, then went and looked at properties in East Texas, and then 3 or 4 people wanted the same property, and they got in a bidding war, and they drove the prices up and inflated prices. And I think that kind of hurt the economy actually in those areas in Texas, but that's a bigger conversation, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there's Robert Richards is saying the large round bales of hay in Oklahoma are selling anywhere between $2 to $3.50 each right now.
Whoa.
And that there's Auntie Ann saying too that it's been very dry for everyone, and hopefully everybody will get some rain soon. And hopefully we need a little bit more every, that we had a good stretch there for a while where like every few days we have a rainy day.
Yeah.
And then every few days we'd have a rainy day. I'm like, that's perfect. Can we just do that again?
But I'll tell you what, when it comes, like, it's going to be muddy here for like 3-4 months straight.
I know. I'm not looking forward to that part, but
There's-
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a muddy season here.
Vintage speed. I can't talk. Vintage Speed Garage. There we go. Says, but where's Jen? Jen actually ended up going home on Thursday morning.
We kicked her out, dude. I had enough
Finally
of
kicked
her.
her out. Now she actually did stay here like 2 extra days, like
Yeah.
randomly. She pushed her flight out, and then she was supposed to still go home that night. Not go home, but go to her mother-in-law's, and
Up near Memphis.
yeah, closer to Memphis. And she was like, I'm gonna stay. And then they ended up basically putting an offer in and
It was
getting
a good
it
thing she
accepted.
did.
Yeah,
Because
so,
then we had to go back and see the property again, and
right.
it worked out.
We were able to kind of go do a little bit of a walkthrough again now that she had that in mind, and kind of take a second look at things and make some notes about some things and measurements and whatever. So
And of course, while they were in the house, looking at the house, measuring rooms, taking notes on whatever baseboards and ceiling, I was out in the woods walking around taking short little 20-second video clips of, oh, here's a deer trail, oh, here's a spring, oh, just taking, and I sent all those to her husband because that's all the stuff that he cares about.
yeah.
It's a nice property.
Yeah, Vintage Speed Garage says not everyone from California is what people think they are. Fortunately, yeah, that's true. Because Sam was saying that he was hoping that the Cali people in Texas learn to vote the same way. But
Look, generally speaking,
the people that are leaving are the people that don't want to be in a city, with the exception of the ones that are moving to Austin and Dallas and the major cities. The people that are moving from one major city to another.
Unfortunately,
are typically going to be those people.
There are some very left-leaning voters that are also fed up with California, and they're leaving California, and they're moving to states that have more freedoms. They're moving to the big cities in those states, and they're voting the wrong way.
Yeah.
And they're going to, Texas is in a battle right now.
Yeah.
Because of how many of those voters have moved to the major cities in Texas. They're at like 49.5% the wrong way. Yeah. And a lot of people that live in rural Texas don't realize how close it is.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened in California.
Yeah.
You go back to when Reagan was president.
Yeah.
And California was red.
Yeah.
And it was farm country.
When LA and San Francisco were not so densely populated.
Right.
Now it's just.
And most of California, acreage wise, is farmland and wild mountain land and trout fishing and deer hunting and beautiful country. But there are enough people in LA and San Francisco and Sacramento. California's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Let's see. What was it? There's something here that happened that I was gonna. Oh, Tim from Ridge Life was asking about the hummingbirds. He says, have they left yet? Because his are covered in
like
bees.
1 or 2 around.
Yeah. So I had 3 feeders up. I took 2 down. And then I took the 3rd one down, but I felt bad because I had like 4 hummingbirds that were circling the patio.
They're giving you stink eye, weren't they?
So I put 1 back up. But I have noticed that there's been an influx of bees. So, and the hummingbirds today, there was only like 2. So I'm going to take that one down first thing in the morning or maybe tonight once it settles down because there were bees coming in and out.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with it when there's a bee on it. Take it down and wash it out and put it up for the season.
Yeah, I say.
But I hung my hanging plants where the hooks were. And I've got another.
Now they're hanging plants. They weren't hanging plants yesterday. They were sitting plants.
Yeah, well, no, they've been up there since yesterday.
Whatever.
But anyway, I've got another bird feeder that's got bird seed that I'm going to refill and hang over there and move one of the plants so that I've got all the hooks. I've got stuff on them, so I don't just have a hook hanging there randomly. And that way, maybe some of the wild birds will come and do their thing.
I realized I need to buy some chains and some like heavy duty tow straps. Now that I have tractors and implements and forklifts and stuff,
Yeah.
like when like tomorrow, I've got to pick some logs up with the forks and move them, and I have nothing to like strap those on. I have a lot of tie straps, but you don't really want to use tie straps for that kind of thing. So, yeah, I have more shopping to do.
Of course you do. It's like never ending.
I ordered a good Bostitch framing nail gun yesterday. So that'll speed up the chicken coop build. I build everything either with a like 24-ounce framing hammer and 16 penny nails or a screw gun. And I just feel like for a couple $100, getting the nail gun is just going to speed everything up and probably save my back a lot. So
Get those projects done faster.
yeah.
Because that is, I mean, that's the big thing happening tomorrow is we, if you watch our other channel, Sippin' and Spillin', we were talking about that a little bit this week. But we are officially breaking ground on it on Saturday, tomorrow. We did some of the prep work of burning that area because there was a little garden there from the previous owner. Mike was going to use it for his garlic that he was going to be planting, but so we had laid down a lot of the broken down moving boxes to get the weeds dead. But then we realized that that's actually the spot the chicken coop needs to go, and the spot over there is where the garden needs to go. So we burned that out. He's going to scoop it out with the tractor. And
Yeah, there's good dirt in there.
Yeah.
The previous owner brought in dirt to put there, and then
Right.
I just burned the weeds that were on top of it and the cardboard that was on top of it. So that basically adds some good potash to the soil. So yeah,
Well, Auntie Ann says that her husband Mike swears by his nail gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know one. I mean, I should have bought one years ago. But yeah, now for sure, because a lot of times when I was doing a larger project, I had a buddy in California that would help me, Nate, and he had nail guns.
Right. So it was silly to go out and buy one when Nate was gonna be, or he could borrow it if he just,
Right.
So
I borrowed Tony's like a couple times.
Yeah. So now it's like, okay, we're kind of, now we need our own. Plus, we're going to be doing, between the chicken coop, the barn,
The goat structures,
the goat structures,
the sheep structures,
everything
gonna have to build inside the shop with the cold room and the
right. Eventually, the tiny house, like all these things that we have to we're gonna need.
Whoa. I just got a lot of overwhelmed.
I know. Sorry. There's a lot we have to do.
We're not doing all that this year, right? Let me rephrase that. We're not doing all that this year.
We're doing all the things.
We are going to take a reasonable pace approach at the list of projects that is long, and we're going to prioritize them.
Okay, but in between that, I'm also going to be painting the inside of the house.
I'm not worried about that. You just said you are going to be.
Yeah,
it's not.
But you were giving me a hard time about it the other day and earlier today when I mentioned it.
Well, when you started wanting to talk about planning it, and I had my brain wrapped around.
But then when you say you didn't tell me you were going to do this, I don't want to hear that. So this is proof right now, y'all, that he can't go back and say that, because I will mark the time. It is 6:25.
I see what you did right there.
Yeah, so it's happening. Happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you should send me an email with what project you plan on doing in the house and some details. Like, I'm going to paint this wall this color, okay? And I'm going to plan on doing it in this time frame. I'm a project manager, so that will work for me.
I'm just going to.
I'll be able to put that into my project. Well, yeah, but what if I disagree? What if I'm like, I hate that color? You didn't discuss this with me. You'll say, I discussed it with you. Mark this day, this time, but you didn't discuss the details.
But I feel like you don't need to know the details because I do all the painting.
But I have to live in there. If it's like a baby vomit color.
Why would I make it a baby vomit color.
Your taste
It's
is
a
all in
baby-
your mouth sometimes when it comes to something.
Really?
Yeah.
You
You picked some colors at the last house that I was not excited about.
loved the colors in the last house.
What?
Since when
Who
did
told you
not?
that?
Since when did you not?
The colors in our last house were all on the dark side.
And you liked
On
them.
the dark side.
And they were not all on the dark
It was like
side.
in the back cave.
No, first of all, they were not all on the dark side.
Second of all, they were mostly on the dark side.
No, they were not.
She likes dark colors.
And those were okay. First of all, I did not paint any dark colors. They were all neutral,
Dark side coming.
like earth tones. The only thing that was dark was his office. That was it.
That's
The
not true.
one wall in your office was the dark, and the bathroom because I used the same paint. Everything else was light.
Okay.
And the
So we're-
trim on the
All right,
one wall.
here's what I mean by this is how much she likes darker colors.
And you're also wrong about what darker colors do in a room.
This is
That's an
how
old
this is
wives' tale.
okay. This is how much she likes
This
darker
is how it's
colors.
gonna
When
be
I
for
say
people, I'm
darker,
telling you.
what I mean is like most people paint a ceiling white. She paints it like not sand, but even slightly darker than sand.
When did I
And
do
she
that?
says that's a light
No.
color.
When did I ever paint the ceiling sand?
Well, I just don't know my color names when it comes. What color was the ceiling in the living room in our last house?
We did paint the ceiling in the living room for two reasons. It was different textured than the
Oh, it needed painted. I agree.
yeah, and it was very, very high.
Okay.
And it worked in there.
I agree. But I agree with the first two things you said. It needed painted,
No, it was
And-
good.
but it was dark.
It was not dark. It was a very neutral tone. It was about as dark as this. Lighter, like it was more like, but that's not the right tone, but it was like that lighter color in there. It was in that shade family, but even lighter than that. He's cracked. He's cracked. It doesn't matter if you paint. Here's the deal. If you don't
Here's the deal.
listen, if you don't have proper lighting in a room, when you turn out the lights or the sun goes down, it doesn't matter if those walls are neon green or bright white. That room's still going to be pitch freaking dark. If it doesn't matter, it does not affect your light. It's not.
No,
it doesn't
no, it
matter if
does.
the room is dark or not.
It
He's
does.
crazy. He doesn't know. Listen,
With lighter walls and ceilings, less light
mm-mm,
will provide.
mm-mm.
Oh yeah, no, that's
it's
how it
not
works.
a thing.
It's called okay. I
Listen,
want you to
it's fine.
Google
It's fine.
refraction.
No, it's not
of
the
light.
same. It's not the same.
It's 100% the
Listen,
same.
I'm gonna paint. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be
Light
fine.
refracts
Gonna be
off
fine.
of a
Listen,
white
listen,
wall
Here's what's happening, Linda. Listen,
and creates more light over here
listen, Linda.
than if it bounced
Okay.
off of a brown wall.
Okay, so you know the built-in cupboards that are dark brown around the
I feel like
window?
you're changing the subject right
I'm
now.
explaining right now.
Okay.
Those are gonna be distressed white,
Okay.
like slightly off-white, but like light. Okay.
I like that.
I haven't decided yet. I'm either gonna paint it a similar color to the color that Frankie's room is painted, and I'm gonna leave the green accents inside the cupboard and do like a paint that wall. I'm not done yet. Stop talking. Okay. That's what's gonna happen. I may do that, or I may do everything all the
That's
same.
what's gonna happen.
Yes, or I may do everything all the same color, which is that other color that I like that's more neutral, and do other pops of colors. But
I don't think you know what neutral means.
yes, I do. Earth tones, neutral, natural, neutral.
You can be neutral
It's like a natural color.
And
It's
be
a neutral
a
color.
lighter shade
It's
of
like
color.
the thing.
and you can be neutral and be a darker shade of color. All could be accurate. I'm not talking about whether or not it's neutral. I'm talking about what shade of color it is. That's what I'm talking about. And
But it looks better.
what would happen if you took a
just
piece
looks
of
better.
black foam board and put it right here and shined a flashlight at it, and then turned it a little bit this way, and then if you stood right there, you shined a flashlight at a black foam board, and you were standing right there, what would you see from over there?
A foam board? Why are we doing foam? Listen, we're not playing science right now. Listen.
Now, what if you
listen.
put a piece
No.
of white foam board and shined a flashlight at it, and you were standing right there?
Foam board? It's not gonna. Foam is not shiny.
I'm talking about color. I'm talking about color cast refraction of light. I'm talking about how the color of a wall
I'm doing
affects
everything
the
matte.
light in a room.
I'm doing everything matte. And if the other parts of it are,
I'm just telling you right now. I know you're going to do what you want, and I'm going to wind up having to deal with it, but
Mhm.
you're wrong.
No,
You're
Listen.
wrong.
I don't like
She's
white
wrong.
walls, and I don't like light colored walls. It
Okay.
drives me crazy.
See,
and
now we're getting somewhere.
And it doesn't have anything to do with if it makes the room look darker or not. You're cracked.
It's okay to say you don't like something, but you're not saying, "Oh, we're not doing that because I don't like it." You're saying that doesn't affect that when it totally affects that. Totally.
Well, right now, Janice is saying like don't do the dark colors in his office and stuff. His office is a light color. It's kind of girly though, but it's a light color right now.
I wouldn't have painted my office the color it is.
Yeah,
but,
sort of like an icy blue.
But it is in such good shape that I just didn't. I don't see the point in repainting it.
Yeah.
Because it didn't need painted.
I feel like with the right accents in there, we could make it look a little more manly. It's kind of like a pink unicorn icicle.
Well, I'm on the fence about whether or not I'm going to build an office in the shop and move my entire office at some point. In which case, if I'm going to do that, I see no point in like redoing my office in the house right now.
Yeah, see, Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show, hello, by the way, says women will win when it comes to decorating the house. I agree.
Generally speaking.
Auntie Ann says, sorry, Mike, I'm totally agreeing with Sid on this one.
I feel like that light's getting too bright. I'm going to turn it down.
Okay, you turn it down. You do you, boo-boo.
Who said they're totally with Sid on this one?
Auntie Ann.
Oh, come on, Auntie Ann.
I'm telling you. What is that? Oh, there's deer right behind us, guys.
Hold on, my hand.
They're right. I don't know if you can see it. We're sitting here talking, screaming,
I'm going to
yelling.
pick this up.
Okay. They're like, and the dogs are barking at them. I was wondering, I was like, is something there?
Can you guys see that?
They're right.
There are two
right
deer.
There. Well, I'm over here carrying on.
Do they show up on camera?
Yeah, you can see them a little bit. They're just hanging out.
There's two deer 30 yards from us.
Hi, babies. That's that mama and that doe. And that fawn.
Ridge Life's mad right now.
Like, I'm over here talking, yelling, screaming at Mike about wall paint color, and there's just deer hanging out.
Is the camera back where it belongs?
Yeah, it's fine. That's so funny. Hi, babies. I put extra pears out for them today.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I gotta love that, right? That's too funny. I'm like, when I heard the dogs barking, I was like, there's either a Great Pyrenees in the yard or deer, but I've been too loud, so it's probably not deer.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're there with us.
Well, you know what? They're used to me being out here. I'll come out on the phone. I'll talk to Jen on the phone out here, and I'll be like, oh, deer just walked through the yard, and they just take their time. They're not in a hurry. I think they're just used to my screeching on the patio now.
Well, the fawn's still there.
Yeah. Well,
Mama meandered.
They're just going.
Mama meandered back down by the pond.
Yeah, they're so cute.
But
they're fun. I love them. They're fun. It's a fight in my house too about what wall colors, but this one subject will always win. That's right, Auntie Ann. I agree. Yeah. Yeah,
as a general rule, as long as I don't hate it and I'm not gonna freaking vomit every time I look at inside my house, I know I'm gonna lose.
Oh yeah, Vintage Speed Garage. He says if Mike's office is going to be out in the shop space, he'd need to bury some fiber because the Wi-Fi is not going to cut it. Yeah. In fact, even now we have a cord running from where the internet comes into the house across the way directly into his computer, so that he's hardwired in.
I don't think I would need to bury fiber though.
You might just take a cable across.
The maximum distance is like 333 feet on a Cat 6. It's definitely not more than 50 feet.
Oh, Tim just now popped in, so he didn't even see the deer behind us.
Oh.
I can't even. Well, he can't hear us right now because he's got us on silent.
It's a short run from the house to the shop, so I could run a Cat 6.
Apparently, the deer just like the sound of my voice. He should have it playing because the deer will just come. I'm just saying, and have me talking loudly about paint that brings the deer.
Whoa! Somebody's just cranked their radio up like pretty far away.
Cow.
Because
we don't have
anybody close by, but yeah, I just heard somebody's radio a little bit. We may have to go investigate that.
That was a aggressive bug.
Find out if we can get ourselves invited to the party.
Right? I know. Oh,
I'll
you're
tell you,
fighting
it's
about
different.
the color of your house on the outside, Auntie Anne. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's different not
Yeah.
having neighbors. It's nice,
I mean, we have neighbors, but they're like
but they're so far
they're
away.
far away.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, not so far they couldn't hop on the quad and go over there, but
But you can't hear them talking on their front porch.
no.
Like, even at our last house, we had neighbors a lot closer than we do here.
No.
So it's nice. I mean, it's from here to Miss Ann's house is, I don't know. Through the pasture, it's a couple hundred yards at least.
Right.
But to get there
I mean, you
via
can
the road,
see it.
you
If
can
you
see it,
stand
but-
in the right spots, you can see
Yeah.
it, but you
I
know.
mean, there's trees between here and there, so you gotta stand in the right spot. But
Yeah.
it's nice not having neighbors. For sure.
Well, we just had deer walk. I don't know if Tim can still. I'll have to type to Tim. Tim, we just had deer in the yard.
Yeah, there were just deer behind us, but he's not listening because he's literally sitting in a deer stand. Although he's getting down to, he's about to run out of light because he's pretty much right in line with us as far as longitude. So he should be experiencing about the same amount of light we are right now.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't even hear anything I
I'm
just said.
catching.
You're
sorry.
like,
No,
yep.
sorry. I was.
He said something. I'm gonna say, yep.
Sorry, I was catching up on comments and just basically trying to figure out life. Oh, Tim says haha because I told him about the deer. They heard the loud and figured more food was vibrating off the trees.
Right? No doubt.
Maybe.
So tomorrow, big day.
Big day.
There's gonna be some funny stuff happen tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you right now, some funny stuff because
He's still learning the tractor.
I haven't started learning the tractor.
Well, that's what I mean. You're still
the
learning.
new tractor, the Kubota that just got delivered. I have I don't know, like a minute and a half in the seat of that thing. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be interesting. I have in my mind all the things that I want to do tomorrow with moving of some logs using the forks and then switching the forks out for the bucket and the box drags on the back of it. So between the bucket and the box drag, there's some grading and some leveling that I want to do. And I have in my mind everything that I want to accomplish tomorrow. But I also know that I'm about to get schooled by this tractor. And it's not, I mean, it's just not going to go smoothly.
Well,
It's just not.
I don't think it's going to be as like dramatic as you think.
It's not going to be dramatic, but it's going to be slightly frustrating
Well,
because I'm going to be like,
but I'm here for that.
I know
Like,
that
it'll be entertaining for me.
once I learn how to use this thing properly and how to get that box drag like perfectly leveled, what I'll be able to do in 10 minutes with a box drag is going to take me 2 hours tomorrow.
Randall, $5 super chat. Tim told me to tell you, Mike, that he's naked.
Just
I always hunt naked. Best camouflage.
a couple of
According
fig
to
leaves.
Tim. Yep, just the way God intended. Ah.
Crikey.
Leon LaFoon says, I'm still waiting for Sid to go grab a folding steel chair and go all WWE on Mike's.
Yeah. Problem is she's got those little tiny arms. So
T-Rex arm.
it's got like a T-Rex coming at you with a folding
A
chair.
T-Rex doing push-ups. Like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
But no, it is tomorrow's gonna
Hi,
be fun.
Cindy.
And I don't know, what are we posting on Sunday? Do you have between the video of getting the last tractors?
It's going to be tractor footage.
It's gonna be tractor footage.
It's all Sunday's gonna be all about the tractor, and then Wednesday's video is gonna be about prepping that spot and our first animal that we've added to the farm. So you'll have to see what that's all about.
Oh, it's a good thing we're not on
But-
sipping and spilling right now.
Yeah,
I'd have to spill it, but we're not. So
we're not. Yeah.
if you guys want to hear us spilling things about what's about to happen
Yeah,
on
Cindy
the
Brown
Free
just
Mississippi channel,
just posted that link. So
did you spill it today?
I don't know. I don't remember what I said today. To be real honest, you guys, since I was by myself and since I was in a hurry to get it uploaded, I didn't re-watch it like I normally do to make sure there's no like glitches or it didn't like go dark in the middle of it or like something
Oh,
like
so
that.
we have no idea what we uploaded.
I have no idea.
Could have been a Sasquatch standing behind you going like this.
I have no idea. And I legitimately don't remember what I said in it at all. So
Somebody go watch today's Sipping and Spilling where Sid was flying solo and make sure she didn't make a fool of herself.
thank you, Randall. $5 super chat. He says, "Love you, Sid and Mike. Even the naked guy too. Weirdo." I love it.
Yeah, I should have brought my phone out here. I'd show you all the picture he's texted me. He wasn't naked. At least from here up.
He was naked underneath all his clothes.
At least from here up.
I bet you he's naked under all those clothes, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We'll see if I bow hunt next year. I don't know.
Oh no, Cindy. So that was yesterday's Sipping and Spilling was in the truck on the way to get the tractor.
Oh, yeah.
Today's posted really late. Like it posted like maybe
4 o'clock.
yeah, like
Okay.
later than we normally would have posted it. It because it's a newer channel, it takes longer to go through all the checks. So even though we uploaded it earlier, we didn't upload it the night before like we normally do, or like first thing in the morning. So it
Yeah,
it
sometimes
takes
it's interesting.
longer.
Sometimes it'll do the checks in 20 minutes.
and other times it's 2-3 hours,
And then you're like, oh, I want to make it go live.
and you
But
can't.
But you can. I could make a video go live before the checks are done, but it would be unmonetized for that 2 hours when it gets all of its views.
Right.
So for a brand new channel like that, that's a bad move. Yeah.
Cindy Brown says, when are you heading back out this way? Like to Oklahoma? No current plans for that. Still kind of getting settled here.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
if they do it,
I mean, if there's a meetup or something, I would try. Depending on when it was, around school and life and his work and
yeah, and
situation.
our animals.
Yeah, that's the other thing out here. You know, we haven't.
We don't have the network
I don't
out
have
here
the
that
network.
we had out there.
Yeah, like I
yet.
met people out here and things, but I'm like, it's.
You need
know,
that 20-year-old or 25-year-old that's
yeah,
willing to come stay at your house for a week while you're
and
gone.
take care of everything.
And at least do
Yeah.
the basics. I mean, the animals, there's just certain things they need every day.
food,
So
water.
it's hard for
Yeah.
all of us. That's the downside to having this type of a farm is it's really hard to go on a family vacation.
Well, if we're gonna go for like a long one potentially, Roy even said he would be down to fly out.
Oh, really?
And yep, he already said I'd still have to go get him from the airport and get him out here, but he said he would be down to do it.
Yeah, that's worth
So-
considering.
I mean, the dogs already know him at least. Anything else on the farm, he knows some of how to do certain things. I'd have to go over everything with him again, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, he took care of them all when we would go on vacation at the old place. So, I mean, it's a possibility. We'll see.
Yeah.
Tim says the new tree stand is so comfortable. He said he could sleep in it, not naked though.
He must have his audio turned on though.
Oh, to California, Cindy says. I don't know when I'm heading back out that way. It's just all going to depend on, when my friend ends up officially moving. But it probably will be sometime between now and middle to end of November, I would imagine, with the timeline of when I would be going back out. So, but it will be a quick, go, pick up, stay, like a night or two, get everything packed up, and head out. So it won't be like a vacation trip. It'll
I
be
need to get a little remote for those lights. Because as it gets darker behind us,
I know.
we get blown out because
Yeah.
the lights are.
When the lights Go down
in the city,
Anyway,
and the sun shines on the bay.
there you go. Oh, Dan
Oh,
says
I
he'll bring.
wanna be.
Sorry, says he'll bring his camping gear and just hang out in the middle of the animals.
Who's that?
Dano. That's a possibility.
Heck yeah, there's plenty of places to camp around here. No doubt. So, yeah. So after the,
thank you, Tim. Be safe getting out of your tree stand. Don't fall down.
yeah, you better get out of there before dark.
Yeah, it says getting dark.
Take that bolt out of that crossbow before you start climbing.
There you go.
Yeah. So between
Your cousin Laura says that she's trying to make muscadine jelly and she's laughing at us and it's messing up her measurements. It's all your fault.
good, that's good. It's going to turn out to be the best batch of jelly you've made. I assure you.
Because it was made with joy.
That's right.
There you
There
go.
was laughter spilled into the
And possibly
recipe.
some spit from laughing so hard. So
okay.
it gives a little extra flavor. I don't know.
Calling my cousin a slobbering fool, are you?
Well, I mean, I have met you.
Easy now.
I'm just kidding. Come on, that was a good one. What's going on here? Let's see. What's going on? Oh, Justin from Back Road Freedom. Hello, my friends. I am with family right now. Hope you all are doing great. We are. Thank you. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so still trying to find a side by side too.
Yeah,
I want a good deal on a side by side. I don't want to overpay, so I'm just holding off.
I know. I think here's my problem. We have the one quad now working. There's another 4-wheeler that the mechanic guy has that he's selling.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal. It's a Honda. It's a 4-wheel drive one, whereas this one's only 2.
If
I'm
didn't,
tempted
I
because
know.
here's my deal. I'm tempted because Mike has 3 tractors to get the 4-wheeler and the side-by-side, because I think there's some times where you need the quad and sometimes where you need the side-by-side. I love how that gets a then we'd each have one of those things. I don't know. I'm just
This
saying.
is accurate.
I'm just saying.
What we're gonna run out of is places to park all of our stuff.
I know. I was teasing him today. I was like, we have all the outdoor vehicles right now. Like, what are we doing?
What we're doing is we are preparing ourselves with force multipliers.
I don't know
Okay.
why you keep saying that.
I like that term.
I know.
Force
It's really
multiplier.
pretentious and annoying. I'm just going to say that.
Pretentious and
And
annoying.
annoying.
All right. Okay.
You like it. I can't help myself sometimes.
Well, you could if you wanted to. You clearly don't want to.
Listen, I just want to be able to have a toy too that I can ride around when I want to ride around.
You need to learn to drive that tractor. Any one of them. There's 3 of them.
That's not a toy though. I want to be able to like ride like the wind, and you won't let me get a horse yet, so I need a vroom vroom. I can't just take the truck out there every time I want to go out there.
No, we need to stop taking the truck out there.
I know.
That's
I didn't like you taking
too
it out there as
expensive.
much as you took it out there, but I didn't get a vote. Just like you're not going to get a vote on the paint color on the inside of the house. Mystery.
Oh!
There it is.
Okay.
Sid thinks Mike's tractors are sexy. There's so many of them now.
I do.
It's like a tractor toit out there.
That's right. I'm going to sell one of them.
Oh, Mr. MT Homestead, what is up, Mike?
I am going to sell one of the tractors.
Oh, I know. I'm not looking forward to that either, Auntie Anne. She's just going to be dark at 5:30 before we know it. I know.
Oh, yeah. The time's going
I
to change.
know.
First week in November, isn't it?
I think.
A couple weeks
I
away.
think so.
Yeah.
The one we're looking at is actually a Ranger, Polaris Ranger. So, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, here's the problem. The problem is
I do want to jump more culverts. You're right.
there's not a lot of inventory out there right now. It's really hard to find
Auntie Anne says word.
it's really hard to find a good used Polaris side by side that's only a few years old because, frankly, because it's deer season and because it's hard to get new inventory. So what that does to the market is it makes people try to get more than what Blue Book is on their vehicle, and some people are paying it. So we've got one right now that we're negotiating with her about. I have offered to pay her a little bit more than what the Blue Book value on it is, and under normal times she would have snatched that up and we would have it. But she's got somebody else telling her, hey, hold out, because frankly, with the inventory being as low as it is, you might get more. And you know what? That's smart on her. I mean, on her part, if she gets more for it, I'm good for her. Like I can't fault her for that. So I'm just kind of holding out to see if she.
Janice says she sees me in a Hummer or a big Jeep or a Corvette. That's quite a range of vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be probably a red Corvette. It would be a pink Hummer. It would be a green Jeep.
Why would it be those colors? I'm curious.
That's just what I picture. And you're dressed very differently in all three of those pictures. I'm just saying.
Like Sid's Barbie dream house, like whatever. Okay. Sure. What else? We'll go with that. Cracks me up. Headlights in the background. It's possible. Oh, that's not a headlight.
That's a street lamp.
That's a street lamp.
Yeah, we pay $6 a month for that.
Yeah. Whether we want to or not, it's just there.
Well, we could have it removed.
Well, it's like a thing.
But it's down at the end of our driveway at the county road. And
although there could have been I wasn't paying attention. There could have been a car drive by or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But that street lamp down at the end of the driveway.
Right me up red. Yep, in that Corvette. Uh-huh.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, David Glunt says that he put a plow and a Bluetooth speakers on his side-by-side. Also put some LED lights on it and lit up his whole back field. Huh. All right. Works for me. Now we all know Mike's fantasy.
But which one? Was
I think maybe all three.
Was it?
You do like things in threes. I'm just saying. Get your 3 tractors.
See, 3 Mississippi.
See? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
3, Michael. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Dano says to check with the local farmers co-op that they might be able to find some side-by-sides. I don't know. Maybe. And they said somebody else, it might have been Dano that said that too. I saw a minute ago. They said that there was some in like Bama.
Yeah, if I want to go farther, I found them on Facebook Marketplace. If I want to go 3-4 hours, I can get a smoking deal on one.
Then we gotta buy a trailer.
I don't know why the inventory's so low right here in our area, but a couple hours away.
Because everybody drives, like they're keeping theirs. Everybody drives them around here.
Right.
Like you can't hardly on a Friday night, like if you're right about like between like 4 to when it gets dark, people are riding around on their 4x4s. Going up to wherever, a buddy's house or down the road or to the store or whatever. So,
yeah,
is what it is. Is what it is.
But I'll tell you this, another day or two is all I'm going to hold out on that. Because if I hold out waiting to buy the Polaris and this Honda 4-wheeler that's at a good price sells, I'm gonna be kicking myself.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have to make a decision tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to message her tomorrow and say, look, last chance. I either need to buy that from you or I need to go buy something else. So
yeah, because we still have to. It still needs to be like charged or battery replaced or something.
Yeah.
Or all of the above. I don't know.
So I mean, I don't want to rush her. I'll give her another day on, Facebook Marketplace before I push her. I mean, look, I like that side by side. I don't want to pay 20-25% more than
no,
its Blue Book value.
I don't either. But I'm like,
I figure because as soon as deer season's over, a whole bunch of people are going to be selling their side by sides.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then I'm going to be like, why did I pay that much for a side by side? Not going to do it.
Oh, people still drive them on the roads regardless.
Yeah, they're
so.
not street legal here.
Yeah.
Even if they have lights and blinkers and stuff.
Yeah. But people drive them on the back county roads. I mean, they're not driving down like the highways.
I see them on the highway.
Well, not like.
I see them on the highway.
Not like for a lot. Like they'll go like from one county road to the next down the highway, but they're not going like.
They're not going like 20 miles down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
But they'll pull out onto the highway, go 3-4 miles down the road, and then turn off the highway onto another county road. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went and got the 4-wheeler today from the shop, I had to go probably like 2 miles on a county road and then cross the highway where we ran into 2 other people on 4-wheelers that were out riding around. And then probably another 3 miles up another county road after we crossed the highway. And I didn't think twice about just riding the 4-wheeler home, whatever, probably 5 miles, and saw other people out
doing the same thing
on county roads.
Those were our neighbors. I saw them on the way back from DG.
Oh, were they?
And it was one of them was our neighbor.
Okay.
On the other side, way down there. But yeah. Somebody said, oh, here it is. Mr. Mike from MT Home said, says sometimes when you think long, you think wrong, and the deal will be gone. That's true. That's
a true story.
Donald Jackson says, y'all like the new place. We absolutely love it. We really do.
Yeah.
It was nice having my friend come out and visit for a while. I do miss people back home, but I love it here. I love the people that I've met here. We're very lucky to have met some of the people that we've met here that have kind of not only welcomed us, but kind of adopted us. And we're just very lucky that, very blessed that we are where we are. And yeah, we love it here. It's beautiful property. Like even just today, I said to him when we were riding around on the 4-wheeler, I was like, our land is so pretty. Like it's still like, when I look at it, I'm like, I can't believe it's ours. I'm still waiting for somebody to come and say, like, just kidding. Did you enjoy your vacation? Like, go back. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, we're gonna wrap it up because it looks like the Crockers are going live tonight at 7 p.m. So right. and I'm tired. I know I was trying to fight back.
Well, hey, when you bounce in there to the Crockers live,
tell them we
said hi.
Tell them we said hi.
Normally, I would go log in and watch it. I might still.
We're so.
But I've had such a long day, and I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I know.
So I might try to bounce in there for a little while.
Oh, Rory Van Landingham just popped in.
Oh.
Nice. Hello, Rory. Rory, this was her place. Her and Barry. So, and they are very sweet people. So, yeah. Right on. Yeah, we're just logging off.
So hey, Rory, you can tell Barry we got that 4-wheeler running. We're learning not to call it a quad. Remember?
Oh.
They don't call them quads down here.
Oh, I can call it what I want. It's still the same thing. Quad means 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but not in English. And
it's only 2-wheel drive.
But not in English.
Now what?
They speak English down here. Some version of it.
Okay. I do not have a P.O. box yet. It is on my list of things to do. I meant to do it this week when I went to the post office, but it didn't happen. So hopefully soon I'll have one and I'll get that posted for you guys. But we appreciate you guys. It's 7:00. Go show the Crockers some love and
tell them we said hi.
Yep. Have a fabulous week. And don't forget to check out Sunday's video about the tractors, and we will see you all next time.